I need to talk about Steal a Brainrot because I swear this game has everyone in a chokehold, and not in a good way. At first, the game looks harmless. You join. You see colorful platforms. You see funny little brainrots running around. You think, okay, this looks chill. And then 5 minutes later, you're angry, confused, emotionally invested, and somehow broke. That's the first problem. This game tricks you into caring way too fast. You don't even realize what's happening until someone steals your brainrot and suddenly your whole mood changes. Like, why am I this upset over a pixel creature that didn't even exist 5 minutes ago? The entire game is built on one thing, loss. You grind. You finally get a decent brainrot. You feel proud. You feel safe. And then boom, someone steals it. Not because they worked harder. Not because they were smarter. Just because they clicked faster or paid more. That's when the fun turns into frustration. Let's talk about the stealing part for real. The stealing mechanic is supposed to be the whole point of the game, but it's also the reason people rage quit. Because it doesn't feel fair. It feels random. And randomness plus progress-based games appears anger. You're basically punished for playing the game. Another reason this game makes everyone mad is how fast it becomes pay to win. You can tell within minutes who spent Robux and who didn't. Some players zoom around the map like they're on creative mode. They steal brainrots instantly. They can't be stopped. Meanwhile, regular players are just trying to survive. It creates this massive gap where new players feel helpless, free players feel behind, everyone feels annoyed, and once a game feels unfair, people stop having fun. They don't quit because they're bored. They quit because they're frustrated. That's a big difference. Another thing nobody talks about is how stressful the game actually is. There's no break. You can't relax. You can't go AFK. You can't even look away for a second. Because the moment you do, someone steals your stuff. The game keeps you in constant defense mode, and after a while, that's exhausting. You're supposed to be playing Roblox to unwind after school, not to feel like you're guarding treasure in a survival game. And the worst part? You still keep playing. Because your brain is like, well, I already lost this much. I might as well keep going. That's how the game gets you. Another reason people get mad is the community behavior that forms around the game. Because when a game rewards stealing, it also rewards toxic behavior. People taunt, people flex, people camp, people target the same players over and over. And yes, it's part of the game, but that doesn't make it fun. Especially for younger players who don't understand what's happening and just feel like they're constantly losing. That's when Roblox games stop being games and start being stress simulators. Let's also talk about expectations. A lot of people joined Steal a Brainrot because it was trending. Everyone was playing it. Every server was full. When something gets that popular, expectations go up. People expect balance. They expect fairness. They expect updates that fix problems. But instead, what they get is more monetization, more stealing, and more chaos. So the disappointment hits harder. Because the game could be fun. That's what makes it frustrating. Another thing that annoys people is how repetitive it gets. Once you've played for a bit, the gameplay loop doesn't change much. Get brainrot. Lose brainrot. Get mad. Repeat. There's no real progression that feels permanent. So it feels like running on a treadmill. Lots of effort. No distance. That's when players start asking themselves, why am I even doing this? And that's usually when they log off. At the end of the day, Steal a Brainrot isn't bad because it's hard. It's bad because it's frustrating in a way that feels unfair. Hard games can be fun. Competitive games can be fun. But games that make you feel powerless, those make people mad. And Roblox players are very vocal when they're mad. That's why you see rant videos. That's why you see comments arguing. That's why you see people saying they're quitting the game. It's not because they hate Roblox. It's because they want it to be better. If Steal a Brainrot had better balance, less pay-to-win pressure, safer zones for new players, more meaningful progression, people wouldn't be this angry. They'd still compete. They'd still steal. But it wouldn't feel so punishing. Right now, the game feels like it's designed to make you frustrated first and entertained second. And that's why everyone's mad. Not because the game exists, but because it's so close to being good. And that's the worst kind of frustration.